Hey guys, my name's Vanessa. This look is something that I've been doing all summer long and I thought I would share. I've really found it to hold up in the heat and not feel heavy on the face. It's a nice glowy look that feels lightweight but still gives you nice coverage and still gives you a nice sheen and glow to the face. Since it's summer, it tends to hold up and not slip and slide around if you sweat a little bit. So if you want to know how I got this look, then just keep watching. To get started, I'm going to prime my face with the Mercier Radiance primer. Although this is a radiant finish, I'm going to apply this underneath as the base layer because the foundation that I'm going in with is full coverage and matte. So just wanting a little bit of radiance to peek out through the very matte foundation. And I'm going to take a small amount additionally and just kind of focus that on the high point and then blend in everything else. Next, I'm going to go in with the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I'm in the shade 3W1. I'm going to apply this to the back of my hand, about that much to start, and I'm going to dot it all over the face, and then I'm going to blend it out with my beauty sponge. I'm going to be using the Tarte sponge. So I didn't do a very thick layer, but it was enough to even out my skin tone. Next, I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer, and this is in the shade 380. I feel like the key to summer makeup is to just apply a small amount and build if necessary, just to not create a heavy layer on the skin. So I'm going to blend that out with the pointy side of the sponge here. I'm really going to push this into the under eyes, making sure to blend that out nicely. I'm going to take whatever's left and run that over the eyelid just to even out any discoloration. I'm going to add just a hair more right here where I have a little indentation and just blend that out additionally. Next, I'm going to go in with this Wet n Wild contour makeup stick, and this is in the shade Oaks on You. I think this is a really nice color for cream contour, so I'm just gonna take a small amount right into the hollows of the cheeks here and a little bit on the forehead as well. And I'm gonna blend that out with the Morphe Y9 brush. Just kind of pushing that into the hairline. Okay, now that we're nice and blended out, that's looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and set just the under eyes in any area that is prone to creasing. I want to keep this look mostly to cream products, and I want to keep that radiant look that we have going on. So I'm going to use the same sponge that I used previously to apply and blend everything, and I'm just going to push this powder, and I'm using the Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm just going to very lightly bake the under eyes, down the sides of the nose, and smile lines. And I'm not even going to leave that on for too long. I'm going to take my big fluffy brush here and just kind of dust that away. I'm also going to take just a little bit of powder and run it through or on top of the brows here, just because sometimes when you use a pencil to fill in the brows, if there's any residue on the brows, they can tend to slip a little bit. So I just want to set the brow bone and push this into the brows. And again, same brush, I'm just gonna dust that away. So you can see we didn't really lose any of the glow that we had going on. Next, I'm gonna go in with the Nars Orgasm liquid highlighter. I'm just gonna apply this to the high points of the face as a highlighter, but I don't mind if it drips down and gets onto the cheeks as well. This will serve kind of as a blush and a highlight. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Start with a little bit, and using the same sponge, I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that in. I am applying it to the cheekbones as a highlight, but I'm also gonna take it down just a little bit. We're gonna go in with a cream blush, but I don't mind that this drips down slightly to mesh with that blush. Let's go ahead and fill in the brows. I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil, and this is in the shade Neutral Brown. And I'm not gonna define the brows too much or too heavily. I'm just gonna brush them in an upward motion and fill in very lightly any sparseness. And I'm just gonna comb through them once again and repeat on the other brow. Looking good. Now I'm gonna fill in the brows with the e.l.f. Wow Brow. This is just a tinted brow gel, but it does have some fibers, and this is in the shade Brunette. And I'm just gonna lightly run this through, focusing on the front of the brow here, but repeating the same technique that I've been doing of combing the brow hairs in an upward motion. And this is just gonna add a nice finish to the brow hairs, giving us the unfinished, messy brow look. Still full but tame. Moving right along, I'm gonna go ahead and apply the e.l.f. Cream Blush, and this is in the shade Soft Peach. This is what it looks like. It's a really nice shade, and I feel like this is a natural looking blush that gives you that nice flush summer look. And I'm just gonna go in with a Jaclyn Hill Morphe brush. This is the JH04, and I'm just gonna apply that to the cheeks. And this is kind of going to bring together our cream contour and the liquid highlight that we did. I'm gonna run that along the top of the nose as well, just to give us that naturally flush look. So next, let's move on to the eyes. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Born to Run palette today. This is a good everyday look. So I'm going to start with the shade Weekender here, and this is just a nice neutral skin color shade. So I'm going to use a big fluffy brush, tap off any excess, and then blend that into the entire brow bone and eyelid. I'm applying this in a windshield wiper motion and just making sure that everything looks nice and blended. This is a pretty neutral color, it gives us just a little bit of definition. So next, with a slightly smaller blending brush, I'm going to go in with this shade here, Riff. And this is just a little bit deeper but still neutral. And I'm going to apply that just a little bit lower to give us some additional definition. I just want this to be a really easy go-to quick eye look that's appropriate for every day and doesn't feel heavy, to where if you're out in the summer heat, you're gonna feel like you're being weighed down. To finish that off, I'm gonna go in with this shade here, Stranded, and this is just a nice shimmery gold, and I'm just gonna apply that with my finger here all over the lid just for a little shimmer. I'm just gonna go in with the same brush, not getting any additional product on it, but just to make sure everything's nice and blended after adding that shimmer. And that's gonna be it for the eyeshadow. Now I'm gonna go in with mascara. I'm gonna use a combination on the upper and lower lashes. So for the upper lashes, I'm gonna use the Jordana Best Lash Extreme Volumizing Mascara. And for the lower lashes, the L'Oreal Voluminous. And this is in the shade Black Brown, and this is actually a waterproof mascara. I tend to enjoy that for the lower lash line just to make sure that nothing's moving around. See the difference between the two? This just gives us a nice full volumized lash. This is a nice and affordable option as well. So now I'm gonna go in on the lower lashes with the Black Brown. The lower lashes is optional, but I just feel like it completes the look a little bit more. For a little bit of additional glow, I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlight in Precious Petals. But before I do that, I'm gonna mist myself with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, just to give us a nice finish. Now, while the skin is still a little bit damp, I'm gonna go in with that highlight, and I'm using the Anastasia A23 highlighting brush. Take a nice amount and tap off the excess, and then just dust that on the high points. I chose this shade because it has a nice pinky finish, and it kind of goes nicely with the peach cream blush that we used, as well as the Orgasm liquid highlight. I feel like it ties together nicely. And the Wet n Wild highlighters are also really affordable, but give you that really pretty highlighted look. And to finish up the look, I'm just gonna fill in the lips completely with the Spice liner from MAC. You may be wondering why I'm filling in the entire lip with the liner, but I chose to do this so that if it starts to wear off, if the balm starts to wear off, we still have some color underneath and it doesn't feel too heavy. So I'm just gonna top this off with the lip balm. It's gonna give us the effect of a nice glossy lip, but also provide hydration. And here we have it. This is the completed look. This is what I've been doing all summer long, and I've really found it to last and hold up in this hot summer heat. So thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more videos like this, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and let me know your thoughts down below.